The music news for the streets, the music news for your beats, the news for the music stuff that you gonna need. We gon' talk about plugins, we gon' talk about gear. If it's news on this music, we gon' talk about it here. Let's go.
Welcome to the music news for the streets. I'm your anchorman, SumnSumnSumn. Hit the keys. And in today's newscast, we've got all kinds of exciting stories for you guys from 6 freebies. I got a whole lot of deals for you guys. Looks like Ed Sheeren has just dropped a brand new guitar pedal, but our top story today is a deal. You guys know I never start the newscast off with a deal, but I could not resist today. It looks like Native Instruments and FL Studio have teamed up to bring you guys a pretty solid bundle. Let's go ahead and take a look here at this deal. So as we see here, you can get 85% off Native Instruments and Isotope with this FL Studio exclusive bundle. So you'll grab this one from Image Line. I'm just gonna let you guys know what's in these two bundles. So you got two of them. You got one that's gonna be the complete collection for FL Studio. You got another one that's gonna be the complete signature series for FL Studio. One is $100 and one is $200. With the complete collection for FL Studio, you're gonna get Massive X. You're gonna get Guitar Rig, the light version. This is pretty solid. I've talked about this in the past. I don't know how, but before I got Guitar Rig Pro, they gave this to me for free. It was just in my Native Instruments and I was going ham with this. You're also gonna get Ozone 11 elements, you're gonna get Neutron elements, and you'll get Nectar elements. And then they're gonna give you some more stuff down here. So you're gonna get Bite, you're gonna get Dirt, and you're gonna get Freak. These are all different effects. So you have a Bit Crusher effect right here. You kind of got Distortion that you can use on synths, and you got Freak, which is modulation. They're also gonna give you Empire Breaks, which is a very solid contact library. It's boom back breaks. You get Utopia, which is good for trance, house, all that good stuff. Lo-Fi Glow, which is obviously the name would let you know it's good for lo-fi. And then you're gonna get Feel It Too, which is some house stuff. And then in the Signature Series bundle, you're going to get Massive X. You're gonna get Guitar Rig 7 Pro, which is already itself $200. You're gonna get Ozone 11 Standard, pretty solid. You're gonna get Neutron Elements. You're gonna get Nectar 4 Elements. You'll get Vocal Synth. And then you're gonna get all of the 6 things that I just mentioned a minute ago: the Bite, the Dirt, the Freak, the Empire Breaks, Utopia, and Lo-Fi Glow. You're gonna get Feel It, you're gonna get Duets, and then you're also gonna get Cloud Supplies. So you get a bunch of house stuff and you get some hip hop stuff. So ultimately, you can't beat that. If you're looking for some Native Instrument stuff or some Isotope stuff, you can grab a bundle there. But before you jump off the video, I might have a good deal for you. You might like later too as well. But our next story today is a freebie. It looks like there is a new Imdala library. If you don't know what Imdala is, it's a pretty solid sampler. It's pretty deep. You can do a whole lot with it. There's a bunch of free different libraries for it. I've talked about them in the past, but they just dropped Sir. Let's go ahead and take a look here. So as we pop into FL Studio, this is what the Sir library is going to look like when you open it up. So pretty nice looking GUI. This is basically for drones and stuff like that. I'm not going into all of Imdala because I've done that before. But with this, you'll see here, you get different stuff you can mess with. So you can mess with the matrix. You got different sampler levels that you can mess with. You've got a sequencer that you can mess with. You've got global effects that you can add on, and then boom, you come over here to your library, and as you see, they have a bunch of different libraries, some free, some aren't. So boom, as we're in this menu, this is what one of the presets sound like. So it's some drones, really good for like cinematic music or anything like that. Really, you could probably use it in anything that's kind of grimy. But you can move this XY axis around and it's going to make the preset sound a little bit different. So as you can see, it gets pretty interesting there. As you come over here, you're gonna get some presets. You're not gonna get a whole bunch with them. I'm not exactly sure the exact number, but as you click in here, boom, you start going through this and you're gonna get more presets. One thing about this library though, is it does take a moment to load up. So I'll let you see exactly how long it takes to load up here, as we go to this first preset. But boom, just like that, it's loaded up. So let's listen to the next sound. So as you can see there, you can really transform that sound. Let's go ahead and go into something else. So we'll come over here in the elements. We've got some strings, we've got some winds. Let's go ahead and see what this wind sounds like real quick. So some interesting stuff with some lower notes. So you're gonna get all kinds of different drones and stuff that sound like that. I recommend checking this one out. Again, it's free. You know what I'm saying? You can't beat it. And up next, I've got another freebie for you guys today. This one comes from the good people over at Electronic Sound Labs, and it's called Arctic Dreams. And when you open up Arctic Dreams Lite, it is going to look like this. It only has about 6 different presets in there, but the presets do sound pretty cool. This is what one of the presets sound like. So not bad. You're gonna get control over different layers, so you can basically turn that layer down if you want to. So you can hear you can add some drive and stuff with that too as well. Let's go ahead and go to the next preset. So that's basically what you're gonna get in this plugin. So if you're looking for anything that you could use in cinematic music, or maybe a movie score, or something that's scary, or some horror music, or some ambient type music, this is definitely a plugin that you should check out. In breaking news, so it looks like rap mogul Sean Puffy Combs is in even more hot water, which is good. As many of you guys know, it's been a rough 9 months for Puffy, which is all well-deserved. About 9 months ago, Tupac's killer came out and admitted to killing Tupac or being part of it. And he basically said Sean Puffy Combs paid him. A couple months ago, Cassie came out and just won a $30 million settlement with a bunch of gross and egregious things that he did and did to her. Well, it looks like it is just getting worse from here. Let's go ahead and take a look here at the story. So many of you guys may know a guy named Rodney Little Rod Jones, who was a former producer of Combs. Worked with him on his latest release, the Love album Off the Grid, alleges that the music mogul groped him repeatedly And during the duration of the making of the album, Combs forced Jones to solicit sex workers, take illegal drugs, and more. The suit names others close to Combs, including Combs' son, Justin Dior Combs, and high-ranking members of Motown, Universal Music Group, and co-defendants. The only reason that I am mentioning this is because this is the nasty behavior that all these record label and these execs are doing. And these are the same people who are working with the Spotifys and the TuneCores and all these other companies. So they're not even just robbing artists, but they're doing gross things to people in the music industry. I don't know if you guys seen, I know this is not a laughing matter, but there was two people who were named in this suit, and their names were redacted. I'm not going to name them, but what I'm going to say is I never in my life thought I was going to get an Andrew Tate and Meek Mill beef on Twitter. I would recommend Googling that and go look at those tweets, because that is comedy. I know we shouldn't be laughing in a time like that, but go check out those tweets. But that's not all with Puffy. It looks like just a couple of days ago, one of the victims from a shooting a ways back with Shine. Many of you guys know Shine basically took a gun charge for Puffy and went to jail for, I don't know how long it was, maybe it was 9 years or something. Well, as we look here, Puffy shot me in the face, not Shine, says victim from infamous New York club shooting. So this has come to the light too. So with all this coming to the light, it doesn't look like it's going to be a good time for Sean Puffy Combs. His sketchy behavior, we should have seen it from the beginning, because realistically, what grown man is going to call himself Puffy? So it looks like the good people over at Zounds are having some pretty good deals going on right now. If you don't know who Zounds is a great place where you can get gear. If you don't have the best credit, but you need some gear now and you're looking to get it, you might be able to get some of this gear without a credit check. The first item that I have for you guys today comes from Novation. Novation is running a sale on a lot of things. One of the things that caught my eye was this Novation base station. It is currently $50 off. I actually own this board. I'm going to be doing a review on it here in a couple of weeks. I would definitely recommend it. It is a nice analog board. It's monophonic. It's super solid. You can get some good bass tones. It's an absolute classic. They're also offering $50 off of the Mini Nova. So it's currently running at $399. All the stuff that I'm going to talk about besides this Novation Peak, you can get with no credit check too if you were looking to, get something over here at Zounds. They have the Launchpad Mark III for $299, which is $50 off. And then they have the Launchpad Mini, which is going to be $20 off. And then the Launchpad X, which I believe is $50 off. And then they also have this Peak right here, which is a solid polyphonic synthesizer. This is currently $200 off. So, if you were looking into anything from Novation, now might be the time to check it out, because they got some good sales over there. They also have some deals over here on the Yamaha Modi X's. So I have a Modi X6. I absolutely love it. They have the Modi X6 right now that is on sale for $150 off. So it's not a bad deal. They also have the Modi X7, which is also $150 off, so you can't beat that deal as well. And then they got the Modi X8 right here that is $200 off. So if you were thinking about getting a Modi X, you know what I'm saying, they're on sale right now. I'm also going to be doing a review on the Seek Track from Yamaha this week. Let me know down in the comments below any questions that you guys might have about the Seek Track, so I can make sure I answer it, because I'm not going to be doing a full overview. I'm just going to be talking about the features that I like and the stuff that I don't like, but there's a lot that I like about this one. The next story I have for you guys today is another freebie. I've already covered this earlier in the week. I did a full video on it, but I thought I would bring it to you guys on the news report just in case you missed it. It's called the Jacob Collier's Audience Choir. It is a free library for Contact, and you can use it in the free Contact 7 player. When you open it up, it is going to look like this. And basically with this thing, you're just going to get some So what's cool about this is basically Jacob Collier is a touring artist, and at every show he gets his crowd to sing. So he got his crowd to sing, some some O's, some ahs, some E's, and then you can run them in different directions. You can do different stuff with them. So, you know, it's pretty solid. Like I said, I did a full review on this, so I'm not gonna go through all the presets. I'll definitely leave that link. But I will let you hear what this kind of sounds like, what you can kind of do with this. So I'm just gonna play it with that Arctic Dream Light and that Mdala so you can hear what it sounds like. And I'll play it with some drums so you guys can hear what it sounds like with some drums as well. So it's definitely a very usable instrument. I recommend getting over and checking this one out. And of course, I've got another freebie for you guys coming up next. This one is from Tone Empire and it's called Soul Squash. So when you open up Soul Squash, it is going to look like this. This is basically free at Plugin Boutique, I think all month long. So you can just go over there and grab it. Now, I will say this though, I've had some issues with this plugin. So when I tried to enter in my serial code, it won't take my serial code. And it was just a headache because I got it from Plugin Boutique. And then it didn't register my email properly. So I went and signed up for an account and then I downloaded another version. It wasn't in my account at first. So then I downloaded a third version. All three of my serial codes were the same. And when I try to enter my serial code in on this, it wouldn't work. So I'm just letting you guys know if you're gonna get this. I'm not sure. I've seen some other people talk about it. They had no problems, but I had a problem. So I'm gonna let you guys know. And every time I have a problem downloading these plugins or I have a problem with these things, I'm gonna let y'all know. So hopefully, you know what I'm saying, Tone Empire can get that fixed. But I still brought it to the channel because it does sound pretty good. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'll put it on some drums and it sounds pretty good. So I was like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe it's only me. Maybe it's user error. So you guys just heard what those drums sounded like. I'm gonna push play and then I'm gonna turn Soul Squash on and you're gonna hear it's gonna give him some extra oomph. So there's a bunch of different presets in here. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna turn the drums on. We'll go through a few presets, some of the dials and stuff like that. So you got your compress, you've got output, you got a dry mix, and then you've got input adjust, and you got output adjust, and then this thickness knob. You can make it thick. Pause. But with this again, this is just what it sounded like without the drum, without the Soul Squash on there, and then I'll turn it on as it's playing. So you've got a bunch of different presets here. You know, they say this is good for everything. So guitars, keys, orchestra, piano, so on and so forth, bass. We're only gonna try it on drums today, and I'm just gonna go through some of the presets. I hope you have on headphones because you can hear how much thicker it made those drums sound. So it's not a bad compression plugin at all. You know what I'm saying? It makes it sound kind of clean. It doesn't like, it's not like it's over compressing it to me, to my ears, for what I would use it for my genres. So you know what I'm saying? It's out there. Obviously, I'll leave the link for that below too as well. So it looks like Ed Sheeran has teamed up with Headrush in order to make a looper pedal. And I believe the name of the pedal is called Ed Sheeran Looper Pedal. I'm not very creative, but I don't have my own looper pedal, so I can't criticize. Let's take a look here at the story though. So as we see here, the Ed Sheeran Looper is a portable dual track pedal. Players benefit from an LCD color display, aluminum pedals, and an additional LED loop status ring. Further hardware includes a 32-bit audio and custom DSP thanks to Headrush. Aside from the physical stuff, the Looper Plus has some pretty cool features that'll be welcomed by gigging artists and guitarists and vocalists. For instance, you can power this Looper pedal via 4 AA batteries or a 9-volt power supply. This means that you can perform virtually anywhere, giving players plenty of options. There is a video on this where Ed Sheeran's doing some dope stuff. I'm not gonna play it because I'm not trying to get copyright strike. It's Ed Sheeran. I'm sure he's gonna copyright whatever it is he's playing at some point. But this is what the pedal is going to look like. There's 2 of them. So this is the first pedal. So as you see here, it looks pretty solid. You know, you get a nice little LED. I mean, you know, you get a lot of control. You can see what's going on with your volume over here. You get some meters. And then on the back of this thing right here, you know, you see what you get controls for. So you can put your mic in, your instruments, your main outs. So you can basically just use this and you can record whatever it is that you want to record in this. In the video, what was cool was that basically he played the guitar, then he played something else, and then he put down, I think he beatboxed or something, and then he sang into it. So it was pretty cool that basically he used this to just generate a whole idea and basically the start of a song. There's 2 different pedals though. So this is what the second pedal looks like. So we'll definitely take a look at that. So boom, as you see here, you can click on it. So you got the different tracks right here, which makes it pretty solid, you know? You got 4 different tracks in which you can work with. Obviously you got your play, you got your stop, your mode and all that stuff. So it looks pretty solid. It looks like you can get a loop going pretty quickly. I was thinking about trying to get it to do a demo on it, but then I was like, dude, what are you gonna loop? You're gonna loop your horrible playing guitar? You know what I'm saying? You can't sing. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna just rap into it with some raw vocals. So I'm not gonna probably get this to test it out for you guys. But this is what the back end of this thing looks like. So as you see here, you got a lot of inputs you can add. You got 4 different inputs on the back. That's solid. So pretty solid, you know. Looks like something if you're a guitar player or if you're somebody who's making loops on stage or just at home or whatever, this might be the little tool for you. So we've got 2 different prices on this thing. The smaller one is only $317 and the bigger one is going to be $1,269. And then our next story today is some more deals. I've got some killer deals for you guys from Plugin Boutique. It looks like iZotope is finally dropping the deals that we want on some of their new stuff. Let's go ahead and take a look here. So as you see here, they've got the Music Production Suite 6 cross-grade from any paid Ozone product. So I always tell you guys, like when Stutter Edit goes on sale for $10 or whatever, anything goes on sale for $10 and it's iZotope, just get it. Even if you're not going to use it, just get one of their items because if in the future, if you want to cross-grade, you can. And with this cross-grade, it is currently $203, which isn't bad for what you're going to get, that's for sure. And that's why I told you guys to hold on earlier. Because as we see here, with that $203, what are you going to get? You're going to get Ozone 11 Advanced, which is already over $200. You're going to get Nectar 4 Advanced, very fire, you know, plugin suite for your vocals. You're also going to get Guitar Rig Pro. So again, you can't beat that. Guitar Rig Pro is $200 itself. You're also going to get RX Standard, so you can clean up your vocals and however you need to. You're going to get Neutron 4. You're going to get Symphony 3D. You're going to get Stratus 3D, Neoverb, which is an AI reverb. You're going to get Vocal Synth 2. You're going to get Insight 2. You're going to get Tonal Balance Control 2, which is solid because this helps you see where your mix sits all together compared to other songs in the genre. You're going to get Brainworks Delay. You're going to get Brainworks Boom. You're going to get Brainworks Saturator. You're going to get a Brainworks Subsynth. You're going to get Brainworks Clean Sweep Pro. Now, all this Brainworks stuff, I'm not going to hold y'all. I haven't used it, so I can't give you my opinion on it. But it's a lot of stuff you're going to get, you know. So you're going to get the audio lens. I mean, you just get a lot with this little suite for $200. This is probably the best deal so far of the year, other than maybe those universal audio deals. But this is up there with there, if not better. The next deal I have for you guys today comes from Arturia. Arturia is having a 50% off of their plugins. So you can get Analog Lab for 50% off. You can get all this stuff for 50% off. So whether it's augmented grand piano, augmented strings, voices, whatever, if you don't want to wait for V Collection 10 to go on sale and there's something that you want from the collection, now is obviously time to get it because everything, like you can see here, is 50% off. The next deal I have for you guys, Universal Audio, they've got some more deals. So they've got the Luna Pro bundle. Then they've got some of the same bundles that they've been having. It's like they tricked us. They didn't want us to, they were never gonna have these deals before. Now they always got these deals. But again, if you haven't got any of these deals from Universal Audio, they're still there till the end of the month. The next deal I got for you guys is Native Instruments. They got a Contact 7 deal. So you can get Contact 7 for half off. So if you have Contact 1 through 6, you can currently get Contact 7 for $48. You can cross-grade from Complete Select for $95, or you can just outright buy Contact 7 for $142 because it's typically $300, so you'll get it for half off. UJAM has these songwriter bundles, and they're pretty solid. $53 is gonna get you 4 plugins here. And so the 4 plugins that you're gonna get are, you're gonna get Vogue. Vogue is a grand piano plugin. If you don't know about UJAM, they have like, they're playable instruments, but they have grooves built in too. They have Amber right here. So you'll have your guitar that's gonna have grooves built in. Then you have drums right here with the hot. And then Royal is going to give you some bass. So you're gonna get all the sounds that you need in order to create a song. You're gonna get a lot of those similar things here in the advanced bundle, but you're also gonna get like effects and stuff like that. So you're gonna get the Vogue, you're gonna get the Amber, you're gonna get the hot, you're gonna get the Royal, but you'll also get Candy. So this is gonna be drums, you know what I'm saying, percussion, stuff like that for you. You're gonna get Glam. Glam is pretty solid. I love U-Synth. I've talked about it a lot, but this is the pop synth and U-Synth. You're gonna get this reverb plugin. So they say it is artificial reverb. I don't know if it is or not, but it's a pretty solid reverb. I've used it a bunch. And then Neo Finisher is also a good plugin. It's got over 80 different presets, 27 different algorithms, and 50 different multi-effects. So for the $100, that's not a bad deal. The last deal that I have for you guys from Plugin Boutique comes from Lunacy Audio and Cube. I've done a ton of content on this channel in Cube. Cube is one of my top 5 instruments, virtual instruments. It's currently $99 on sale from the $179. So if you're interested in that right now, it's on sale for $99. Next up, I've got a couple more freebies for you guys today. So the first freebie comes from SoftTube. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. So right here, they're offering SoftTube VCA compressor. It's free this month. It's typically $150, and this is a very good compressor if you're looking for one. I would have downloaded it and I would have done the demo on it, but when I go to the site right now, it is currently telling me that we're experiencing high volumes of traffic at the moment. Thanks for your patience. So when I went to go download it, it was like, no, sir, not gonna be able to do it. So we weren't able to do it, but it's a good, I know for a fact it's a good compressor. One of my homies who works in a studio that's been Grammy nominated, he swears by this compressor and he swears by SoftTube. He actually hit me up and told me about it. So I wanted to make sure that I, you know what I'm saying, demonstrated it, but I wasn't able to. The second freebie that I have, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I just didn't download. It's Initial Audio's new dynamic EQ. It's free until the end of March. I just have a bunch of different EQs, so I didn't. But what's cool about this one is that it's a parametric equalizer, but it has multi-band compression. So each one of the bands has compression on it. So that's solid right there. So, you know, every time you add a band, it's gonna have compression on there. Good EQ. If you don't have a good EQ, go get this one because it's free and it's definitely solid, especially the fact that you can add, you know, compression on there. All right, guys, and I've got one more story for you guys today. I'm over at Thomann. They are having their 70th anniversary sale. I know a lot of you guys know what Thomann is. You know, I can look at my subscriber base and only 30% of them are from America. So I know most of y'all know what Thomann is. If you're in America, Thomann is like the biggest musical instrument store in the world. They're currently having their 70th anniversary sale and they've got a ton of stuff on sale. I definitely recommend going over there and checking it out. I just got a Jasper stand from them. It just got here yesterday. I'm not even gonna lie, just got the stand. So, but they're offering a deal on the ASM Hydrosynth. I own this Hydrosynth. I would stand by it. It is definitely one of my favorite pieces of gear. So they are offering it for $300 off. Killer deal because it's normally $12.99. This is a great synthesizer, feels good. It is built like a rock. You can do so much with the synthesizer. Definitely something I recommend checking out. If you've been thinking about getting a Hydrosynth, go get this one because it is $300 off right now. And then go ahead and hit their site. I'll leave a link below. You can hit their site and you can just check out everything because they have so much on sale. You just can't beat it. So that's what I got for you guys today. Hopefully I can help you guys out in the newscast with some freebies, maybe some deals, maybe a new pedal from Ed Sheeren. I don't know, but make sure if you do like this content though, you drop a whole elbow on that like button, hit subscribe and that notification bell so every time we bring you guys a new video, you can be the first to see. Signing off as your anchor man, something. Hit the keys. Until next time, peace.
Some. Hit the keys.